Hey guys, welcome to Xbox On. Now it's time for your March Game Pass update. It's a big one with some huge titles being added to the mix. We've also got a competition for you where you can win a 2TB Seagate hard drive for your Xbox. Just look at the description to find out how. So without further ado, let's have a look at the lovely new games your Xbox Game Pass subscription gives you access to this March. We'll kick things off with a modern classic. Like a fine loaf of bread, Lara Croft has risen again, and I really pity the fools who have gone up against her. Okay, enough of bread puns, because there's loads to love about this sandbox survival. It sees our hardy heroine take on everything the chilly wilderness of Siberia has to throw at her. And things that Siberia's got to throw at her include massive bears, awful weather, scenery that happens to crumble away just as you're crossing it, and a very bad paramilitary organization shadowing your every step of the way. Thankfully, our Lara can handle herself. There's an increased focus on stealth, so you can creep through enemy camps with a bow and brutally eradicate entire squadrons without a peep. Don't worry, none of these guys have families. Probably. Strong survival elements meanwhile force you to rest at bonfires, hunt animals, and craft weapons and clothing. You'll soon learn nothing's quite as useful out here as a big coat. And let me tell you, it looks absolutely insane on Xbox One X, whether you're focusing on the detailed environments or even just Miss Croft's soft hair. So make sure you pick this up on Game Pass as soon as you can. You're in luck this week because everyone's favourite woodland creature, barring the proud hedgehog, is now on Game Pass. That's right, it's super lucky. Now, if you've got an Xbox One X, you're in for a sensory treat here as the ultra colourful cartoon visuals pop off the screen directly into your eyeballs. But even if you're playing the regular Xbox version, Super Lucky is a polished platformer that's perfect for the younger gamer. You know the score, and that is bounding through charming environments, bashing foes, and collecting trinkets such as gold coins. The difficulty isn't too harsh, and there's plenty to keep the action fresh, whether that's side-scrolling sections where the camera switches to side-on, or screen-filling bosses whose patterns you have to work out. Some enemies are so cute that you don't really want to pummel them, but this is nature, man. It's a savage place, and you have to kill to survive. Sorry, I got a bit intense there, didn't I? Another game coming to Xbox Game Pass is Resident Evil Revelations 2. Episode 1 is already free, but now for the first time you can grab the second and third installments. Set between the events of Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, Revelations 2 stars series favourites Claire Redfield and Barry Burton as they navigate mines, sewers, and creepy old islands on the hunt for answers. Answers about what? Just answers, okay? They demand answers. Episode 2 and 3 feature mad factories filled with Saw-style traps, tense showdowns with hordes of afflicted, that's basically what the zombies are called here, and more than a bit of emotional father-daughter chats. Barry Burton is joined by his young daughter here, you see. So if you like a bit of family melodrama with your horror, these are unmissable. Well, I say unmissable. It's completely fine to admit you're too scared to play. I won't judge you. But hey, if you've got the stomach for it, you're about to embark on a zombie-filled horror odyssey. Point-and-click adventures don't come much better than Oxenfree. This is a stylish, supernatural thriller about a group of friends who one day decide to throw an overnight party on an abandoned military island. What could possibly go wrong? Well, in Oxenfree's case, what goes wrong is you accidentally open a ghostly rift to the island's murky past and spill otherworldly spectres everywhere like a smashed glass of ghost milk. To be honest, this was always going to happen, wasn't it? And what happens next is up to you. As you uncover the island's cryptic past, your choices determine which one of several endings you'll earn. Along the way, a speech bubble-based conversation system frames what kind of person you are, whether thoughtful, forgiving, or vengeful. Organic combos here capture the ebb and flow of natural banter more than most games. I just love how the game unfolds, and watching the characters' lives change based on my actions. Plus, I've got to shout out the visuals, which are the work of former Disney artists, and are lovely. There really is no question that Oxenfree is a hidden Xbox Game Pass gem. I'm pretty sure Benny wasn't even alive when Sonic CD originally came out, so it probably passed him by, but I for one am very excited for the newest addition to Game Pass. Back before Knuckles became a meme, Sonic excelled at something very simple. Racing across a 2D bright level at insane speeds before jumping on a fat man with a big mustache and releasing tiny animals into the wild. You know, standard Friday night stuff. In Sonic CD, said fat man, Dr. Robotnik, is at it again, this time taking over an extraterrestrial body, Little Planet. Whereas Sonic CD follows classic early Sonic design, it does have something a little unique about it, which is time travel. By traveling through time, players can access different versions of stages featuring alternate layouts, music, and graphics depending on the time period, which is a pretty nifty feature. Make sure to check out Sonic CD on Game Pass if you want a neat little blast from the past. I'm really happy the final station has come to Game Pass, as it's such a unique little game, it definitely deserves more eyes on it. You take on the role of a conductor that's working 106 years after a great catastrophe. It all goes a bit wrong though, as during work you'll begin to realise that a second catastrophe is taking place as cities and towns are attacked by an unknown force as inhabitants are turned into monsters. Not ideal. The game itself has two types of gameplay. The first takes place on your train as you balance helping survivors by feeding and healing them whilst completing mini-games to keep your train on the move, whilst the second part is all about side-scrolling exploring and combat as the apocalypse goes down around you. You'll have to plan accordingly as ammo is sparse, and sometimes it's better to avoid an enemy completely rather than engaging in battle. Both sections are completely different from each other, yet both very compelling. There's nothing quite like the final station out there, so do give it a go to try something new this month. There's nothing like a nice bit of fishing. So relaxing and calm. You are one with the fish and the water. At least I assume you are. I've never actually been fishing myself. Thankfully, Dovetail Games Euro Fishing lets me experience the next best thing. You'll have a host of environments to snag a fishy or two, from the gritty urban fishing of Foundry Dock to the iconic Manor Farm Lake to a gorgeous log cabin. Each lake has a boss fish to catch, and once you catch it, you become king of the water, and all fish obey your rule. Okay, maybe that last bit isn't true, but there are boss fish which are hard to snag. There's also unique achievements for each lake which will bring challenges whatever your skill level may be. With updated tutorials, improved water visuals, new lines and new bait, this really is the most authentic fishing experience you can experience on Xbox One. Now, this is a biggie and a game that I am ridiculously excited about. Sea of Thieves launches on the 20th of March, and with the news that all first-party Xbox games are coming to Game Pass, there really is no better time to get involved. Sea of Thieves is the open first-person adventure that takes place on the salty seas. Team up with mates to get a pirate crew on the go as you hunt for treasure, fight skeletons, and engage in epic boat battles. The world is bright and exciting, with pretty much the most beautiful water you'll ever see in a game, so exploring is a real treat. One of the most impressive features of Sea of Thieves has to be the amount of detail in it. For example, moving your ship isn't just a case of pressing a button and setting off. Instead, you'll have to work together as a team. Whether someone is steering and another is on anchor duty, it's all about delegating tasks to be the best pirates you can be. There is an option to explore as a pair or on your own, so fear not if you prefer to go solo, because there's adventure out there for you too. Why not take to the ocean, sink a rival's boat and loot all their treasure before cashing it in and buying new upgrades to help you become the legendary pirate you were born to be. Arr, you'd be crazy to give this a miss me hearties. Ugh, sorry about that. And that wraps up March's Game Pass. And remember guys, if you want to be in with a chance of winning that 2TB Seagate hard drive, just check out the description. In the meantime, drop a like on the video and subscribe to Xbox On for more videos. I'll see you next time. Bye!